Alright guys, hello and welcome back to Tsukihime. Last episode, Nero is down. I liked him. I thought he had some pretty cool powers. Um, we were severely injured, but luckily, Nero's, I don't know, animals were like still around kinda, so we just had to use those to like heal us, so kinda just worked out. And Arquid brought us home. I don't know if she like directly brought us like knocked on the door and brought us in, because that might have been a little awkward, or did she just like leave us on the steps or something? But yeah, it's a new day. The main threat is dawned. So where do we go from here? Maybe maybe we'll have to deal with the serpent guy, one of the dead apostles they were talking about a lot. But other than that, I don't know. Maybe dive in more to Shitty's backstory about who he might have killed as a child. That's like the only mysteries I think we have right now. So, anyways, let's just continue here. I feel the morning sunlight. I keep my eyes closed as I try to fall asleep again, but the gentle sunlight keeps urging me to open my eyes. It's been like a while since we were home, right? Slowly I start to awaken. A quiet atmosphere. The air is comfortably cold, and yet it feels gentle. I guess the weather will be great today. Then I should get up and go to school. That's right, I have to go to school. The past 3 days, my life was in chaos, and it made me forget I was a student. I wake up. I'm lying on my bed and my glasses are on the bedside. I put on my glasses and look around. Sunlight streams so strongly through the window, I almost expect to hear it pouring through. I take a quiet breath. I fill my lungs with fresh air, and it feels like my chest is purified. I hear the clock ticking. Small birds chirp in the woods outside. I stay on my warm bed, aimlessly feeling the relaxed passage of time. Ah, I'm back. Even though there's nothing special about this morning, right now I feel like there's something almost holy about it. Thank goodness. It really is good. Not the fact that I'm alive, nor that I was able to do something about that black vampire. But that even though I was in such a world, I was able to return to my normal days and feel happy about this morning. And then... Good morning, Shiki-sama. Oh, wow. Oops. Oops. Double oops. I jumped up in my bed. Now that I look, Hisui is standing quietly at the side of my bed. Hisui. Please excuse me, Shiki-sama, but since you did not notice, I spoke. Well, I mean, I'm sorry too. Hisui respectfully bows to me. She surprised me. My heart is still pounding rapidly. Huh? But it's still before 7 o'clock, Hisui. Yes, it is a bit earlier than your usual waking time, Shiki-sama. Well, yes, then why are you here, Hisui? I came to wake you up. Akiya-sama wants to know what you have been doing these last 2 days, so she wanted me to bring you, no matter what. It's pretty fair, I guess. Ah, I forgot. Come to think of it, I skipped school last Saturday, and it was with Arquid through all of Sunday. Don't tell me. Akiya's angry? I do not know. Please confirm for yourself, Shiki-sama. Hisui's voice sounds very cold. Oh, wait a minute. Before that, why am I sleeping in my room? Shiki-sama, you returned around 2 o'clock in the morning. Nisan found you sleeping in the doorway and carried you up to your room. What? My mouth hangs open. That's bad. Not contacting anyone for 2 days. Returning in the middle of the night and sleeping by the doorway. I'm acting like a drunk. That woman, treating me like some sort of cat. Arquid's face flashes in my mind. Well, I mean, that's probably the safer choice than staying there, waiting around for, to actually, like, greet them, right? Because that looks sketchier. But maybe I do have to be thankful for her carrying me as far as the entrance. Alright, I'll head down immediately. And if possible, I'd be happy if you try to calm her down as much as possible. I refuse. She answers. Maybe history might also be angry at me. Ugh, one problem after another. The owner of this mansion is Akia, so does this mean that if Akia is angry, no one is there to defend me? Well, time to get up. I can't do anything staying in bed. Just... Ow. As soon as I stand, pain shoots through my entire body. Last night's wounds? Oh yeah. If there's anything to be surprised about, it's the fact I'm still alive. Even though I was wounded and bloody, I still managed to wake up normally. It was the Chaos Nero droop. She just rubbed his fucking... Well, it wasn't even his corpse, I don't know, his... Whatever was left of him onto us, and it kinda merged with us. We're part chaos now, I think. If I remember right. It just isn't natural. Shiki-sama, those are... That's rare. Hisui widens her eyes and looks at me. What, is there something wrong? I look down at my body, and... What is this? A pattern of red spots covers my pajamas everywhere. Of course this design wasn't ever here, it's my blood soaking through everywhere. Yeah, I didn't need to say that. Didn't read out that. What, maybe we thought she was just jealous of our red polka dotted pajamas. Hisui suppresses her words. I'm thankful. It lets me calm down. The reason for the bleeding is clear. But since I can't tell her why, I have to lie to make her not worry. Shiki-sama, your body. I'm fine, nothing hurts. See, didn't I come back late at night? Truth is, I was in a fight and that's why I came home late. For 2 days. It was a long fight. These wounds are from that fight and they're just scratches, so don't worry about them. Yeah, this isn't really a good excuse if you've been gone for 2 whole days. Hisui's eyes implore me, saying, please do not tell lies. But from her standpoint, she probably can't ask me any further. I feel sorry, but I have to stick with my lie. So could you please not tell Akia about this? She would get really mad if she heard about me getting in fights. Yes, I understand. Definitely Akia-sama will not find out. Hisui nods. Thanks. I have another request. Do you have any disinfectant? I have lots of scrapes all over my body, so I want to take care of them. Yes, I'll bring some right away. It's kind of late for that, though. Does it even work? Don't you have to do that, like, within, like, 30 or an hour? They should be, like, dry by now. What is it? She looks really uncomfortable all of a sudden. In any case, I'm glad she went to get some disinfectant. Once she brings it here, I can take care of it by myself. It's only slight pain, so anything that hides the blood is good. Thanks for waiting. The one who opens the door in Watson isn't Hisui, but Kohaku-san. In her hand, she carries a box with a red cross on it. Huh? Kohaku-san? Yes, I heard the situation from Hisui-chan. Shiki-san, you went out and got in a fight? No, not really. I can't come up with any other explanation. Geez, you shouldn't be doing those things. It's okay to be naughty, but you shouldn't be violent. It's just painful for the one doing it and the one receiving it. Painful for the one hitting and the one getting hit, huh? Kawaku-san's words hit me pretty heavily. Well, it was pretty painful for Nero because he's fucking dead. Yeah, that's right. Hitting is only painful. Isn't it? I'm disappointed that you have those wounds. No matter what the situation was, I will be disappointed in you if you keep on doing these things, Shiki-san. Her words penetrate sharply into my chest. Deep inside my heart, I want to apologize. Sorry, Kohaku-san. I probably did numerous things to make you disappointed in me. Yeah, I'm an idiot, and I regret it. I won't ever do it again. As long as you understand, then that is fine. I'm going to go examine your wounds, so please take off your clothes. Eh? Kohaku-san pads over and grabs my shirt. She's telling me to get naked here. Well, wait. You don't have to go that far. I just wanted to put a little disinfectant on a few scrapes, that's all. What are you saying? Even if you say you only have a few scratches, they don't look that minor. No, I'm fine. I can do it by myself. That won't do. The ones on your back. Seeing the wounds on my back, Kohaku-san gasps. How terrible. Did you get into a fight with the Doberman, Shiki-san? Yep. Well, something like that. Kohaku-san sighs in amazement. Geez, now I really can't let you handle it, Shiki-san. Come on, please hurry up and take off your clothes. With your clothing on, I can't take care of you. No, I said I can do it myself. They aren't a big deal. I don't need to be naked. I see. You must be embarrassed, Shiki-san. With a smile, she goes ahead and tries to remove my pajamas anyway. I'm already used to seeing your body, Shiki-san. She did change us that one time when we were knocked out in the park, right? Please just take off your clothing. Used to? Kohaku-san? I've already changed your clothing once, so I know every detail of your body. Well, what? Let's go. We haven't much time. If you take too long, Akiya-sama will notice. Ugh, I can't argue with that. But to get naked in front of Kohaku-san, I guess it can't be helped. Then I will only examine your upper body. This way there isn't anything to be embarrassed about, right? Even that's embarrassing, but I guess that's the best compromise. I guess so. Then please do. I sit down on my bed and take off my shirt. Kohaku-san expertly tends to my wounds. She carefully tends the wounds on my arms, shoulders, and back. The disinfectant sinks into the wounds. They sink in, but compared to my occasional dizziness or the pain from my old scar, it's nothing. Because they're not even fresh though. I know if you have like super bad wounds, because like a couple weeks ago, one of my cousins got into like a bad car, or not a car crash, bicycle crash, and like he was nearby, so he came to my house. I gave him some disinfectant. Bro almost like fell down, just as like the wounds were so bad, and putting the disinfectant like actually makes you lose your balance. So I think it just like scales with like how fresh they are and how good they are. Because I'm sure if like Arkwood just whips out a bottle and pours it right on the spot, he probably, I mean, he was already passing out, but he'd probably like scream in pain then pass out. So anyways, wow, you really are a boy. Kohaku-san says happily, so it probably helped me put up with all the pain. Now we have to stick on this compress patch. It may rub off, so let's bandage it. She puts a compress over my bruised chest and wraps a bandage around it. All finished. Are you sure you don't want me to do your legs? Yeah, I can do the rest. Thanks, Kohaku-san. I know you're busy and all. No. Please do not worry about it. Then I'll be going back to the kitchen. When you are finished, please come to the dining room, okay? Kohaku-san walks to the door. Aha, Kohaku-san. Yes? Sorry. Like you said, fighting is just stupid. It's just a big bother and nothing good ever comes from it. Kohaku-san looks at me in amazement and suddenly starts to laugh happily. I understand. I will let it go this time, okay? She happily says that and exits the room quietly. Alright, I'm here. Now only a door separates me from the sitting room where Akiya awaits. No matter what the circumstance was, there's no excuse for skipping school and not coming home for 2 days. Now. 3 choices. I mean, telling the truth is kind of baller. It's either 1 or 3. I think 3 is kind of sick. But 1's probably the right answer. But I'm locking in 3. I do have the walkthrough open, so let's find where that is. Okay, it is 1. But 3 is so cool, man. Would she believe us? I don't know, but it's such a cool story. Wait, is it 1? It's definitely not 2. Wait, what was it? I can't explain, so I'll at least apologize. Perfect. That makes the most sense, though, to be honest. That's right. I think that's the best choice. I don't think Atia will understand about non-humans like Archvid and Nero, and since I can't tell the truth, I should at least sincerely apologize. Alright, let's go. Taking a deep breath, I open the sitting room door. In the sitting room, Atia is on the sofa and Hisui is standing by the wall. Good morning, Nissan. Her gaze is telling me I am angry. She seemed always angry though, whenever we talk to her. Morning, Atia. Let's dispense with greetings. Please sit here. There. I wish to speak with you, Nissan. Her words are so forceful, I can't say no. I solemnly and calmly sit down on the sofa across from her. Nissan, this is very abrupt, but may I ask about these past 2 days? Ugh. Despite her polite language, Atia's words are unmistakably a threat. But her Oni-chan cannot tell her such a story. About that, Atia. Yes, what is it? I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. Uh-oh. Crash. The teacup that Atia was holding falls to the table. Oh shit. Rather, I think she dropped it intentionally. Obvious. Well, maybe not obviously. Maybe she was just so shocked and mad it just happened. That could be a thing. Atia-sama. Oh, I'm sorry, Hisui. Would you please clean it up? Hisui silently cleaned up the spilled tea and the shards of the very expensive-looking teacup. I uneasily watched her do so while Atia is glaring at me. Once done cleaning, Hisui goes to the kitchen. Then, Isan? Yes? Could I ask you again? Atia doesn't give up. I can feel her drive to get the story out of me no matter what. But still, I don't think I can tell her about it. Of course not just for my sake, but for hers as well. No. No matter how many times you ask me, I can't tell you. I feel sorry that I made you worry, but I can't tell you about it. Okay, can we get the sincere apology now? Because that was kind of a bad apology. Even though you are sorry, you can't tell me, Nissan. That's right. I'm sorry I haven't contacted you and for not being able to talk about it. But I haven't done anything wrong the past 2 days. True, I guess. I don't even want to think that was a wrong thing to do. That's right. Even these past 2 days were simply kill or be killed. I want to believe it was the right thing to do. I did it to help Archvid, but most of all, I do not regret killing that cannibalistic monster. At least there will be no more victims killed by having their blood drained. I'm sorry, Atia. I'm sorry to make you worry, but please don't ask me anymore. Atia stares at my eyes. For a while, she stays like that. I understand. Thinking about it, you must have your reasons, so I won't press you on this anymore, Nissan. I'm sorry. Thanks for understanding. I understand. Then I will no longer ask about this. But please refrain from doing anything like this ever again. Nissan, you're the eldest son of the Tono family. If you do not understand your position better, it will be very troubling. Hey, that has nothing to do with this. Besides, you're the successor to the Tono family, so it doesn't really matter what I do. If you're so worried about the future of the Tono family, you should find a husband appropriate for the Tono household. Kind of a crazy response, but okay. Kind of a weird response, he doesn't think so. For some reason, Akia descends into silence. What's wrong? Are you feeling alright, Akia? It's nothing. If you have enough time to worry about me, please pay more attention to yourself. You have your chronic anemia to worry about, Nissan. Well, it's true that I frequently collapse from anemia. Anyway, please do not leave the mansion by yourself often. Even without that, the city is dangerous recently. Someone like you who meanders about in her days is just asking to be attacked by that serial killer. Serial killer? Oh, those serial killings. Those serial killings where 9 victims have been found. Their bodies were all drained of blood, so they call it the modern-day vampire, but... Oh, that's okay. Those incidents, they won't ever happen again. Great way to keep your secret, bro. That's not suspicious at all. It means the vampire isn't around anymore. That killer is caught already. Is that so? Nissan, how do you know about that? Well, I just happened to see it, but for sure such things will not happen again. So sus. Yeah, at least there won't be any more people killed by Nero. These past 2 days spent with Arkwood, so many things happened, I really can't say just what is right and what is wrong. But the simple truth remains. I can say it was all for the best. Nissan? What happened? You suddenly seem very happy. Akia looked strangely at my face. It's nothing. I just feel like that it's finally over. A smile unconsciously creeps over my lips as I answer. It's 7:30. Akia left 20 minutes earlier than me by car. What's with the exclamation mark? Don't we know that already? After eating Tohaku-san's delicious breakfast, I decide to head to school. History walks with me to the gate carrying my bag. Well, I'll be going. Thanks for seeing me off, Hisui. Hisui wordlessly hands me my bag. Shiki-sama, around what time will you be returning? You don't trust me either? It's okay. I'll definitely be back in the afternoon. I understand. Then please be careful on your way. Hisui bows deeply. Feeling a bit embarrassed about it, I leave the mansion's gate. At the intersection, there are only figures of my fellow high school students. No young woman sitting on the guardrail like that one time. Well, of course. I probably won't ever see her again. First of all, her goal was to execute the vampire, and with Nero gone, there's no reason for her to stay around here any longer. Just a little bit, in my chest. Things like regret and lingering affection. Is it true she only brought trouble? It is true she only brought trouble, but even still, it was fun being with her. What, am I stupid? I almost got killed. What part of that would make me feel lingering affection? The wounds from last night still hurt. Remember back to when you almost became Nero's food. I certainly don't want something like that to ever happen again. The school bell rings. Crap, I'll be late. Shaking off my idle thoughts, I run to the school gate. I fly into my classroom. It's still 5 minutes before class, so it's very noisy inside. Pew! I take a breath and head to my seat. With this much time left, I didn't even need to run at all. Yo, Duke of Delinquency. Behind, I hear the voice I never looked forward to. What's going on, Tono? I never heard you were skipping class. It's a lot of trouble. have to tell me when you skip school and don't play. Haruhito says those preposterous words with an unbelievably happy expression. Why should I have to tell you when I don't go to school? Isn't it obvious? When you don't show up, neither does Senpai, so it's bad unless I think of something ahead of time. What's bad for this guy? But seriously, what happened? Since middle school, you've had anemia, but you never skipped school. Well, you did that cool trick several times, leaving as soon as you arrived. It's kinda like that. I made it to the intersection and felt bad, so I went back home. Both you and Yumizuka seem to be acting like bad students lately. Well, I'm guilty as charged, but is something wrong with Yumizuka-san? I mean, she was away that one time. The last time we were in school, I thought we made like a note of that or something. Her? She's been absent lately. She was always such an honor student, so I think she might have been stressed out. But I bet she can't call a raise because she has a bad hand. I don't get it. I mean, poker reference, but I don't get what that has to do with anything. Haruhito's words are always very unique. The homeroom chime rings out. Well, I'm off. Since you skipped Saturday, make sure you study hard today. Haruhito leaves the room quickly. Was he not in our homeroom? Oh wait, no, he is. He's just skipping class today. Fair enough. In other words, he's going to skip class today. Fair enough. Morning classes end. With the bell announcing lunchtime, half the people in the classroom clear out. Well then, what should I do? Haruhito isn't here, so I should take my time and eat lunch. Oh? Tono-kun, you're by yourself? Yeah, Senpai, did you come here to eat? Yes, I thought I would eat with everyone, so I hurried over here, but... She stares. Without any warning, she looks at my face intently. I don't know what she's thinking, but she suddenly draws close to me. Hey, Senpai. She's right next to me. Almost embracing distance. I'm sure that's also embarrassing. Something would be wrong with my heart if it wasn't beating quickly. Senpai doesn't say anything. She only stands right next to me and sniffs. Huh? What is she doing? Senpai then gets away. Senpai? Tono-kun, did something happen? She asked me with a serious look. Does she smell vampires? Is that a thing they train you at the church to do? To be blunt, I don't know what's going on. Something, like what? I don't know, that's why I'm asking. She looks up at me as if she was angry. Nothing, I'm just as always. Do I seem strange today? I'm not sure either. I just thought so. Perhaps I was just imagining things. I tilt my head in confusion. Well, shall we get lunch? You are eating at the cafeteria today, right, Tono-kun? If you don't hurry, the seats will all be taken. Ah, yeah. You're eating at the cafeteria too, Senpai. Yes, I want to eat something good today. She grins and pulls me by my hand as she starts walking. In the end, I talked with Senpai about the athletic festival in 2 weeks and the culture festival shortly thereafter over lunch. To tell the truth, Senpai saying I want to eat something good and ordering curry leaves more of an impression in my mind than what we talked about. I do know she likes curry from Higurashi. I'm gonna guess she's not well, maybe, because Chia-sensei from Higurashi is just a huge reference to Xiao. But in Higurashi, she was absolutely crazy about curry. Like, she worshipped the curry god and shit. So I don't know if she goes that deep in this game, but it would be funny if it was the case. Class ends and school is over. Well, what should I do now? Go into the city and look for her. Space out in the classroom, just return to the mansion and rest. I'm guessing the first one has to do with, like, her is gonna be Arquid, because we still got some lingering affection, as he describes it. Space out in classroom is probably for the CL route, and return to the mansion and rest is probably the Akia route, so I'm guessing it's one. It's always good to double check. It is one. Okay, that made sense. I go out in town aimlessly. Why the heck am I walking around here for no reason? Ah, wait, that's literally her. It's just a mistake? Really? There's no way she's still around, and it's not like I have any reason to talk to her. So why did I think it was her? Because it looks like her. Why am I walking around town pointlessly like this? I have to go back to the mansion. I shake my head as if trying to clear my head of drunkenness and turn away from the non-existent illusion of Arquid. Like, why? So he thinks it's just a mirage? That's crazy. I head up the road and draw near the mansion. After a little more walking, I see Hisui standing by herself at the front gate. I wonder what Hisui is doing. Tilting my head to my side, I head for the front gate. Hisui realizes I'm here and bows her head. Welcome back, Shiki-sama. Ah, yeah, thanks, Hisui. I can barely reply since I'm bewildered by the respectfulness of it all. Were you waiting for me to come home? Yes, I mean, that's probably why she asked when we're coming home. And we are late because we didn't just head straight home. We were wandering about, so now I kind of feel bad. Greeting the master is the servant's duty. Answering the very matter-of-factly, she doesn't even bat an eyelash. Hisui, I'm truly happy you waited to greet me, but there's really no need to wait outside. I'll come back on my own, so you can just greet me whenever you realize I'm back. Hisui's face clouds slightly. Oh, maybe she was waiting for me to return like this on Saturday and Sunday. Rough. Hisui, I understand. Starting from tomorrow, I will await your return in the lobby. Hisui gives me a quick bow and opens the mansion gate. Hisui turns around as she does so. For some reason, the atmosphere isn't exactly conducive to conversation. Hisui closes the gate after I pass through, and then she silently walks to the entrance to open the door and leads me into the lobby. I get to my room. Akia isn't back yet from her lessons, Tohaku-san is preparing dinner, and Hisui is cleaning the mansion. Geez, there's nothing to do. Well, there's quite a mountain of studying, reviewing, and memorizing a student like me has to do. But I just don't feel like doing anything. Suddenly, Artwood's face flashes in my mind. Whether good or bad, it's probably just a reaction to the crazy 2 days I just had. Perhaps spacing out here in my room will be good, giving my mind and heart a break. After eating dinner by myself in the large dining room, Tohaku-san treats my wounds and I go back to my room. Akia didn't make it back in time for dinner. Her lessons was apparently going to last a while, so she was going to eat away from home. It's past 10 now. It's a bit too early, but since I'm exhausted, I should sleep early tonight. Okay. Thought it was interrupted, but no, he actually just fell asleep. My body is exhausted, but I can't fall into a deep sleep. The wounds all around my body sting and wake up my mind as it tries to sleep. I look at the clock as I lie in bed. It's past 3 o'clock in the morning, already 5 hours of unsatisfactory rest. Damn it, I can't sleep. Not being able to sleep when I want to, it's like torture. Tick, tick, tick. The sound of the clock set in hand gets on my nerves. Tick, 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 creak, tick, Tittle. Eh? I think I heard something mid-sin with the tittling. It was a creak. It sounded like the door opening, but who would be coming at this hour? Tap, tap, tap. No, there's no mistake. Someone came into the room and is coming near me. Who is it? If there's someone coming this late at night, it would be... What that? I mean, I would actually assume it to be Akia, but the fact that this is an option means maybe the person who comes in changes depending on what you click. I'm just gonna guess it's 1, but I think 3 is more likely. But let's check the walkthrough. Day 5. It might be Arquid. No, every single... Oh. CG farming. But I assume you can do this in all 3 routes, so why go for it now? But yeah, I think because of that message, it's saying you get a different CG for each one. But I'm assuming that again, this just happened in the 3 routes, so we don't need to force the CGs. So, Arquid, you're up. Hey, shitty. Oh! Whoa, 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 pause. Hey, shitty, wake up. I just had a mature content reading thing, so, I'm just gonna pause here, just in case. We actually haven't gotten it yet, so if anything, we'll just cut it. I thought it would happen right away. I hear a voice by my ear. Last night, the voice I heard until right before I slept, the voice I can't forget. Arquid? I sit up in bed and look around the unlit room. Good evening. I'm glad you seem well. Arquid greets me with smiling eyes. Good evening? If this is an H thing, that has some weird implications for the other two. Especially, if it changes per character, like... With Akia, it's a little sus. I guess we'll just wait until her out. Why did you come here? It's strange for me to be here? Strange? Of course it... Well, maybe not. Come to think of it, the night is her time, so I guess it isn't strange for her to be anywhere. Aren't you the one acting strange, Shiki? I came all the way here to see you and you're just lying there. Yeah, hold on. I get out of bed and stand up. But my body starts to tilt and I fall back down on the bed. Huh? Something is strange. Blood wells in the back of my head and my vision blurs. Something's wrong. Goodness, Shiki. Arthur draws closer. She stands before me in her red eyes. You can't do anything like that, right? This does seem sus. Maybe it's a dream or some magic or something that just changes with who you choose. Because it feels weird. Why is it like this? Come on, stand up and touch me. Yeah, okay, this doesn't feel like Arquid. Maybe. I don't know. I want to feel... Yep, okay. I can hear her voice right by my ear. What's going on with me? She's right in front of me, but I can't stare at her face. Something is wrong. At least he can tell too. If I try to look at her face, my eyes won't move. True? I've never heard of hips being described as embraceable. It's kind of cool though. New tech. Her luscious red lips. Since when? Got the lipstick on? Hey, I get dizzy. Something is weird. It reminds me of like the Medusa dream scene from Heaven's Feel, kinda. That's why I feel like this is some sus magic or something. I can hardly breathe, my mind is blank. Feels as if my heart has stopped. I see. You can't move by yourself, huh? I can hear her voice by my ear. Casually, Arquid wraps both arms around me and as I sit frozen on the bed. What? Thump. Even though my heart feels like it stopped, a beating resonates deep inside my chest. Your heart is pounding like it's trying to break, Shitty. Her voice pulls at my eardrums. No, in reality, her lips are nibbling on my ear. Ah, she's just nibbling on my ear. That's how she's doing, but a shockwave runs through me. Quid. I try to move my arms to push her away, but I can't even lift a single finger. Drew. My body won't move. The instant I realize this, my breathing quickens. I can't understand why my body won't move. Just the fact that my body won't move in this situation seems so indecent that it hates my reasoning and sets it on fire. Oh, I see. Shitty, you want me. Archwood diddles. The voice moves from my ear to the side of my neck. Her light breathing moves along my throat. With a small rasping sound, she licks my neck, as if to taste me. Thump. My heart is shattering. My pulsing blood in my blamed mind. The coolness of Archwood's hands on my back. Getting a little spicy. All of it destroys what reason I have left. Don't be stupid. Why would I be turned on by you? Liar? You're so excited. My breathing is heavy. I want to get away, but more than that, okay. I think I'm just gonna pause here. I think we all know where this is going. So yeah, see you after the scene. Is it all a dream? I don't know, but we made it to the next chapter. Yeah, that's. I remember like one of the things about like Fate. People always like meme about the H scenes and that, and I can see why. They're kind of like, it's weird because we read rants on the channel, and obviously that has a lot of H scenes in it, but they're not like as cringy as this. And I think mainly it's just because of the prose and how they like overly describe it. Like, it feels like a really graphic scene from like a romance novel or something, where like they just it not only is it graphic, they do all these like weird descriptors and stuff. So that's why I feel like that's why people think it's cringy, and it is cringy. But yeah, that shit was not really Artwit. I'm locking that in, man. That's some Fate shit. Something weird's happening in that scene. Anyways, guys, we're gonna end it here. I mean, we might as well. We read through the whole chapter. I feel like that's a good place to end off. And that's time. It's named after our mysticized death perception. Maybe we'll learn more about that. Maybe how to use it. Maybe how to turn it on and off like Ryoji, so we don't have to wear the glasses. Questions. But yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching as always. Hopefully enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye.